everybody. It is your GM, Jason. I am hosting today, but we are not the 25 North podcast. This is another Goblin special, and I have the 4 goblins with me today. I'm going around the table, starting with number 1 on my screen. Corey, how's it going?
Going great, Jason. Been a little under the weather the last couple of days, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh no. Oh no. Not the Rona, right?
Not the Rona.
Just the flu or just the cold?
Some sort of flu, I think.
Oh, bummer. Well, I hope you feel better, and hopefully GWOW is feeling good too.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Next up on my screen, we have Jeff.
Hello.
How's it going, bud?
Oh, it's going all right. Glad to be here. Glad to get behind the driver's seat of my crazy goblin monk Gherkin.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had you on the show. I know you've been on a couple mutinies with us, so yeah. How are things going over there in Pod Against the Machine Land?
Oh, scheduling has been a bit funky here and there, but otherwise, going just fine.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next up, we have the voice of the Hurricane Queen herself. Ellie, how are you?
Hi, Jason. Excited to be back.
Yeah. How are things over there and where you're at?
Doing pretty good, Lots of work, but it sounds like you have more, so I won't complain too much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm recording. I don't want to talk about work. I'm using this as a break. Let's ignore that. And last but not least, we have Eek, who I think I've read the most hero points from on our show. Because I think Eek is our submitter extraordinaire for hero points.
I mean, I do have a habit of doing that. And hello. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be back manning the goblin ship again.
Yeah, the voice of Davy Jones. So
yeah,
I think the last episode we listened to, we found out a little bit about what old Besmara did to Davy Jones.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure Davy is completely fine and nothing bad has happened. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Yeah. So, we are taking a bit of a deviation here. We are deviating from the Weeby Goblins one-shots, and we are going to be playing a little bit of, I don't want to exactly say homebrew, but I've taken a third-party one-shot that was originally written for 5th edition, and I've converted it to Pathfinder 2nd edition, and tweaked it a little bit to make it a bit more, let's say, chaotic for our little goblins. That being said, we're scaling up. So, between our last adventure and where we find the goblins now, the goblins have been through their own bit of roughhousing, their own bit of tomfoolery, if you will, and they've leveled up to level 6. Somehow they've survived and leveled up to level 6.
It's a goddamn miracle.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, let's go around the horn and find out where exactly our goblins are at today. And what they look like and where they're at for level 6. And on this one, I'm just gonna say, somebody speak up and go first. And don't all speak up at once.
Well, GWOW has been hanging out at the farm. Her dad's farm just outside of Sandpoint. Kind of staying away from the other goblins at the moment, but she'll be coming back soon. Learning a lot of new fire spells and whatnot, and getting some nifty contraptions from her dad's friend Puri, a gnome inventor from Sandpoint. that has just given her all sorts of terrifying contraptions to use when she goes out adventuring again.
Excellent. We'll be looking forward to seeing that along the way. Who's next?
So, Clang has been spending most of her time in Magnamar. And she got into it a little bit with some of the gangs down there. So she's been doing quite a lot of infiltration and disguises and fun shenanigans. She even took down a horse of her own. She is very proud of it and now wears its harness around her body. She's also taken down multiple dogs, and she has at least one of those collars with her. So she's looking quite interesting. She also has a fun little scarf that if she pulls it up, she can cast a disguise on herself. So she's been doing a lot of shenanigans in and out of goblin form, in and out of using lots and lots of fire to set things on fire when, infiltration doesn't go very well. And it's made her rich. So she's got lots of little gizmos and gadgets and things that make her happy that she's got as loot from all of these various shenanigans. Let's go with that.
For some reason I have a feeling that you said when things go wrong, and I have a feeling that things tend to go wrong quickly.
Things tend to go wrong very quickly around her. She really doesn't like being quiet in the least. Like, you gotta at least give them some parting fireballs, even if you didn't greet them that way, so.
Oh, I love it. All right, who's next?
I can go. So Sad has had some trouble lately. Sad got lost after the last Goblin adventures with Pretty Bird in an area. And they got so lost that they couldn't find where to go. So Pretty Bird unfortunately died in the time away, and Sad was horrifically upset, and in a bid to survive, ate Pretty Bird, and then prayed for someone to help correct his horrible mistake of eating Pretty Bird. At which point, the Mother of Change, as he refers to Lamash 2, reached out to him and blessed him with divine power, transforming him from a druid into a cleric of Lamash 2, and twisting his form to combine both the bird companion that was so dear to him and goblin, making him an odd goblin bird hybrid that looks somewhat like a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. So Sad is now hunched and slightly malformed with a head that looks a lot like a vulture, carrying a staff with the head of Pretty Bird that is his staff of healing, and is just wandering around preaching change and family and welcoming people into the loving arms of Lamash 2.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. All right. And last but not least, we have our monk, Mr. Gherkin.
Yeah, Chief Gherkin to some. And really that's most of what Gherkin's been up to, is defending his little niche of goblin power. Mostly just fighting off anybody who tries to take his small little fiefdom from him. Not a whole lot has happened to Gherkin, especially compared to others. He's just been kind of hanging out, punching things, and, living his best little goblin life.
Punching things, grabbing things.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. All right. Well, it's been a couple years since we left our goblins, and we had a recap of how those couple years have gone off. And during those last couple of years, we're going to go with that Clang, in one of her last infiltrations, has heard parlance of a bit of something interesting in the various underworlds of Magnamar. And that something interesting is about a particular pyramid out in the White Desert of Osirion. Now, normally this really wouldn't interest any goblin in particular. However, there was one bit of fact among that hearsay that did pique Clang's interests, and that fact being that apparently this pyramid once belonged to a very renowned goblin chef and culinary artiste by the name of Soup. And Soup apparently has a fabled and legendary, some would call it, recipe for pickle brine. And Soup, the pyramid is basically the tomb of where this Osiriani goblin was interred, and apparently somebody found it, though it had been since lost to legend. So at this point, it's really up to y'all.
So, Clang, I think, would send out some feelers to her old friends. She does not want to go to Osirion on her own. That would be too long to try to maybe put up with a ship crew that might not put up with her. And there is a lot of water between here and Osirion. That could prove problematic. So she's going to send out some feelers to her friends and basically tell them, it'll be a messenger of some sort. Tell them that we have to do this. This is our destiny to find the pickle brine recipe. And we have to do it before anyone else can and take it away from us. So she will send that and hopefully get them to come to the docks in Magnamar. And if they don't, she's probably going to hunt them down and bring them with anyways.
That sounds about right.
Jiwao will get the message delivered to the farm and will say goodbye to her orc mom and her dwarf dad and head out on the road the day and a half, 2 days travel to Magnamar.
Excellent.
And all the while thinking, I wonder if we can make a beer cheese with this pickle brine.
Beer cheese soup.
Mm-hmm.
And all the while drinking out of her brand new bottomless stein filled with Radiolite.
Really making your dwarf daddy not so happy about that one.
Sad will receive the message in the inn room where he had been vigorously debating the glory of Lamash 2 with a cleric of Abadar, and after washing his hands, stand up and be like, "Oh, excellent, excellent. Well then, I see I'm done here. Off to Magnamar to spread more word of the change." And will leave quite a mess in his room behind him as he makes his way to Magnamar.
Yeah, cleric of Abadar. Interesting. Okay. We'll be talking about that next month on dubious knowledge, which you can find on the 25 North podcast, or be a Patreon member and get that early access.
Ooh. But at what amount, Jason?
$5 and up.
Wow, worth every penny.
Hey, pay what you want. All right, and what about our old goblin chieftain Gherkin living out there in the swamp?
Yeah, Gherkin in the swamp sees this messenger, listens to what he has to say, and just kind of shrugs and just turns his head to a goblin who's just kind of standing around to be his lieutenant and says, "Keep the chief's things safe. I've got to go on important chief business." And being as he has no weapons, he just kind of grabs his shield and heads off to meet up in Magnamar. I think truthfully, he's a little bit bored and wouldn't mind some adventure.
Yeah, you ran out of fireworks last week.
Ugh, I don't want to talk about it.
Don't worry, GWOW has a spell for that now.
Hey, Clang too.
Amazing. Nobody took the firework technician archetype?
You didn't give us archetypes.
It's like, we don't have free archetypes, man.
You didn't have to. You can still take it without free archetype.
I don't think you can. Pretty sure you can't. They're only free. It's part of the remaster rules.
Paying for fireworks technician in this economy?
Right. Hey, Lunar, I didn't realize you joined the party. Anyway. Yeah, so y'all head to Magnamar, meet up on the docks, and take the weeks-long journey over to Osirion. Now, I don't know if you guys have anything to say to each other. It's been a couple of years.
Clang is going to greet each person extremely enthusiastically. So, gee, wow! I'm so glad to see you. It's been so long. And just like jumps, hugs, excessive.
You're gonna spill my glitter!
There's now glitter.
Glitter.
All over.
All over. There's now glitter all over. So, I found a boat for us. They're very happy. Yeah, very happy to take us there. The rats, they owe me. So, they'll take us there. Just, maybe we should take shifts.
Rats?
Shifts?
Yeah, rat people.
Oh.
Yosoki or were-rats?
Yosoki.
Okay, alright. Okay, that's better.
Yes.
I mean, it would be kind of fun to turn into a rat part of the time, wouldn't it? Huh.
Oh no.
We could find some of those too.
Done?
Rats to turn into, or were-rats? Which one?
You're here too! And
I am.
We'll run up. You're weird looking. I love it. You've done so much with yourself. Amazing. And you get a giant hug as well. You now get transferred some of the glitter.
Oh boy.
Sad is just looking down at his robe. Oh, the joys of glitter. And just will pat Peary on the back with his slightly bony and now kind of claw-like hand. It is so nice.
Peary's not here. I think you meant Clang.
It's so nice to see you, Clang. You have to forgive me. The old brain goes the way of the dodo at times.
Well, it looks like you ate the dodo, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yes, poor pretty bird. He was quite delightful. Feathery, but good. Good going down. Yes. Oh, dear Chief Gherkin is here too, I see. Oh.
Gherkin! And she'll run over. I'm guessing you're slightly rounder than you used to be, as that appears to be something that all good goblin chiefs do.
Yeah, I was thinking about kind of BSG Liadama when he had the mustache and let himself go a bit. Like, he could still hold himself in a boxing match, but clearly not in tip-top shape.
She'll run out. Goblin children have you had? I hope you didn't eat too many of them. You gotta keep up the goblin tribe.
Gherkin doesn't count.
As is right. Well, now we can go find a pickle brine that maybe we can put some in. Or other foods, yes. All right, get on board, and you'll notice the ship. The Yosoki definitely don't look super happy that we are on board, but they'll get us there. Kling will probably try to get at least a couple people to play dice with her. She's been playing a lot of gaming while in Magnamar. And definitely would never cheat at it. So.
No, never.
No.
Never.
No. I saw the dice that were on your character sheet. Absolutely never. Yeah, so off the top of my head, I have no idea how long it takes to get from Magnamar to Sothis by ship. So I have. Yeah, sure. I have no idea. However long it takes, I have no clue what the distance is, but it takes that long. Fair listeners, you can tell me exactly how long it takes, and that's how long it takes.
I am sure that I lost a lot of copper.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah. And Gherkin probably lost a lot of kilos as well. Like getting fit like Caramon in the twins.
Well, that's good, because coming into this, Kling had a single copper piece, so she's just gonna get a couple more to clank together. It helps with some of the games of chance when you have a little bit more money to spend on them.
Yeah. Dad has neither lost nor gained money. He has lost it all to Clang, but at the same time been charging for various remedies around to some of the people.
Oh yes, I'll be delighted to help out with your grog-induced tummy ache. Please just pay me in copper and just give it to Clang. I'll end up losing it to them at some point today.
Quote, remedies, end quote.
Oh, you're sporting an eyeball. Blessed be the mother of change. She clearly has laid her many fingers upon you and blessed you this day.
You now have 3 eyeballs.
How do I want some extra eyeballs? Sad.
Oh, delightful. Come here. Let me just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and
he'll just pop you on the head, and he will have drawn a small eye on a sticky piece of paper, and will be like,
there you are, an eyeball for you.
Listen, be Lamashtu.
Blessed be.
Now, once you get to Sothis, it doesn't take a whole lot to. Well, actually, you know what? Let's have the first rolls here. Let's get some gather information rolls from the party to see if they can suss out from any of the locals exactly where the supposedly newfound pyramid is. I suppose I can unpause the game.
gather information. Is that a society. Or
diplomacy?
Or diplomacy.
Or if you have any lore checks that you want to try to make an argument for.
Yeah.
Could I try using a deception check of just trying to deceive people into telling me things that maybe they wouldn't tell other folks normally?
Sure.
It's like, oh, yes, of course. You mean that temple that I clearly know about. Yes.
In that same line of super legit rules as written thinking, can Gherkin just attempt to intimidate people and to be like, tell me where the temple is?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
That DC might be slightly higher, but yeah, go for it. All right. Well, all of you succeed. And you realize that it's actually headed out west. In the lands of Osirion, where you currently are in Sothis, the Osirion desert is out to the west, not east out to the Scorpion Coast, but west. Now, what's interesting is that if you head basically straight west from Sothis, probably about 100 or so miles, in particular, Sad, you know, or you've heard, especially from what you've been able to gather with your deception, that it's actually probably about 50 miles just north of Lamashtu's Flower is where this supposed pyramid is. Now, you know, give me a religion check, a secret religion check.
Okay.
All right. Now, you're not quite sure what exactly Lamashtu's Flower is. You've heard of it, but it's, other than a temple, that's all you get. It's just a temple to Lamashtu. You don't really know a whole lot more than that. But you get a sense that the way people talk about it, there's something a bit more to Lamashtu's Flower than it being a mere temple.
Okay. Sad will convey that to the group, and just kind of hint that maybe there's going to be extra stuff there.
Like, perhaps there'll be a fireworks depot there that we can take, as well as, I don't know, something ever-changing and beautiful like a flower.
What else would a goblin bury themselves with in fireworks? I can't imagine they would want anything else to take with them.
Very true statement. It's the goblin way, you know, decorate me with pickles and brine, bury me on top of a bed of fireworks, and let it go.
I'm surprised that she didn't light them all, but, you know, some people.
To each their own.
Yeah,
to each their own, Clang.
It's a culture thing, I'm sure. Keeping things instead of setting them on fire immediately.
Who would do such a thing? You'd set them on fire. Why wait? Just set the thing on fire and just let it go.
Don't
Proper goblin burial.
Don't hold me back anymore.
Don't stop me now.
Having such a good time. Having a ball. All right. You heading out to the west?
Yeah.
We're going west.
All right. And the hero point for this hour goes to Clang.
Couldn't do it
Burn it.
without her.
Yep, we couldn't do it without you. All right, you heading out west. So you take the long, hard, hot trek through the Osiriani Desert. Headed out west, the west by northwest. Until you reach what's called the Sahur Wastes. And right on the edge of the Sahur Wastes is where you start seeing, rising up out of a sand dune, this gleaming white pyramid. One that hasn't that's relatively new, and you can tell it's relatively new just by the way the wind has blown the sand dunes off of it. And let me bring the party onto the map. Here we go. I will activate the scene, and we will bring everybody on, except for Rumgrum. He was unable to make it. All right. So here we go. We find ourselves on the ground level of a pyramid that has been newly discovered. It contains... you can see that there's an opening to the pyramid at the base level, at the ground level. And the opening, it leads to a large corridor. The corridor itself, you could see towards the end, there's a crack in the floor. And there's what looks like a fairly simple wooden bridge that crosses it, connecting the two sides of that crack.
Do we think that is safe?
I'll check.
Chief Gherkin, perhaps we don't check it the Goblin way, and we maybe look at it first. I know, it's less fun, but checking things with your face tends to lead to bad situations occasionally.
I was going to check it with
Really
my
fun
legs.
ones. Oh,
I'm fine. He'll
you have me
peer
there.
at it.
Sad will peer as well.
Oh, you're taking a look at the
Just at the bridge. Seeing
Okay.
if it's... Looks like it'll support, our slender goblin frames.
Yeah, so far it appears as such.
Perfect.
Sus.
Gherkin just gives a chiefly thumbs up and begins to confidently stroll across the bridge. Check it goblin way. It's bouncy.
Ooh, bouncy.
Oh no.
Bounce,
But I mean, if
bounce.
it's bouncy, one has to go on it.
Bounce. Bounce.
It's Goblin away, bouncy. Gee, wow,
Come on,
bouncy,
Chihuahua,
wow.
don't you like to bounce? I thought you liked to bounce.
It's okay, we all bounce in here, gee, wow. We all bounce.
Gherkin just shakes his head at Sad. You're different. It's unsettling.
Thank you. How delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
What?
tell you about the mother of change.
Maybe later. You told me all
Okay.
about it for a whole month on the boat.
There's so much to talk about, though.
All right, once you reach the end of the corridor, you get to a large opening, upon which is the large statue of... Well, it's just a large statue. And on the platform, hovering... it's standing on a platform, hovering over the center of a large, dark pit. The platform itself seems to be connected to the entrance by a narrow stone bridge, and really seems to be the only way in or out of this circular room.
Gherkin will start to walk around this statue and see if there's anything he could poke to make it do something. Other than attack him.
Yeah, so if you take a look at the statue, you realize that the statue itself appears to be that of a large goblin. A very, very large goblin. So, like, the statue is about maybe 15 feet tall, but the proportions look to be about the same as a goblin itself, and around the statue appear to be, I would say, like the remnants of what appear to be gifts and offerings to this particular goblin. Though whatever was organic has since been decayed and like rotted away, so that kind of like faded away into dust. But whatever wasn't is still there, so mostly like kitchen utensils, spatulas, knives, tongs, forks, that kind of accoutrement has been left here on the pedestal to this goblin.
Oh, mighty Soup, give us your recipe. Did it work?
No.
Sad will take a ration out of his bag and put it at the feet of the statue.
Okay.
A gift from us to you, mighty Soup. Hopefully full of potatoes, perhaps some rat carcasses, maybe a small bit of slime.
All right. What are Clang and GWOW doing? Anything?
Clang is probably nudging the base of the statue to see if it looks like it can be moved at all.
Okay.
She's totally up for just shoving their statue off, if that would be helpful.
Okay. And GWOW?
GWOW is going to look at the statue to see if there's any, like, buttons or otherwise pressable things.
Okay. So I think then GWOW, give me a secret perception check, and Clang, give me an athletics check.
Hopefully Clang does not shove it onto GWOW.
All right. Well, as Clang starts to push, the attempt to push the statue, GWOW, you realize that there are no buttons. No buttons or any kind of anything of that sort. That is nothing obvious. That is until you realize that Clang starts pushing and then triggers a trap. Just as they were pushing it, and you're about to stop them, and good thing that you did stop them, but not in time, because sand starts to gush from the pedestal and the outer walls of the room, and the bridge collapses.
See, I knew the bridge wasn't safe.
You didn't specify which bridge. It's just that all-encompassing thing. All bridges can't be unsafe.
All bridges are unsafe. Have you ever been on a goblin bridge?
I mean, that's a fair point. I have nothing to say to that.
All right, and let me go ahead and drop you all. I'm going to put Rumgrum in here and drop you all right here.
Make an acrobatics check to try and soften that fall.
Right. So, well, I'm not gonna let you take any damage, because the fall seems to be, when you get to the bottom, you actually fell like along with like a wave, a tide, kind of a waterfall, cascade. That's the word I was looking for. A cascade of sand. So when you hit it, you flow with that cascade of sand, kind of softening your blow and you're not taking any damage. But it looks like you fell like a good 50 to 60 feet when you hit the bottom. Now, the sand itself seems to kind of like fly off everywhere when it hits that bottom. Almost like some of it forced into your lungs almost. And from the sand, as soon as you hit that bottom and you like come down and you hit it, the tremors through the sand seems to awaken what looks like 4 large scorpions that
Pets!
now they all seem to have some kind of like tubes and cogs, and then on top of that, or atop of them, they seem to be wearing aprons and what looks like server platters on their back. So let me go ahead and put you all into encounter mode. When we and we'll begin your first encounter. And let us roll for initiative, folks.
That's a 17 for GWOW.
And I will roll for my mechanical scorpion waiters.
Okay.
Feels so right that Gherkin would roll so poorly.
That is a 15 for 28 for initiative there.
What do you mean poorly? You're first.
Wait a minute, that wasn't me. That was someone else. Gherkin rolled a natural 18.
Wait just a minute.
I saw a
I've been
dice
deceived.
roll up with like a 4, and I thought that was
I
mine.
only like 20s.
As a
I
chief,
were mere 18.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
trash away
against the
from me.
machine. Your dice are actually good here.
oh, Foundry doesn't respect me any more than physical dice do. Typically, it'll balance out.
All right. Well, we'll begin because, hey, Jeff, you actually rolled well.
Glad I got my only roll above 10 out of the way.
You get to go first with your natural 18 for 29 initiative.
Gherkin sees this, standing up off of this sandy floor, will kind of growl at this scorpion, take a step forward towards it. He will then drop into gorilla stance and unleash a flurry of blows with these mighty gorilla slams. Yeah. That's more like it. Oh, still 11. That hits. And I'll just roll the second one as well. That map. Well, okay, 2 hits.
My only roll above a 10, he says.
Yeah, 11 and 10. It's slowly going down. Don't worry, give it time. And let's see, 14 and 15. 29.
Jesus.
So
29
we're good.
combined before, any resistances, etc.
So we merge that damage because I added the merge feature, and it will take that damage.
Awesome.
Big hit. Big hit.
Chief.
Do you have like stunning fist or anything?
Do I
need to roll?
don't believe so.
Oh no, this is your key monk. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, your grapple monk. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a big hit from our gorilla monk. Now we go to our cleric of the mother of monsters. Go for it. Sad.
All right. Sad will look over at the the scorpion waiter that had been smacked around by our fearless chief and shake bits of metal, various small coins or broken bits and bobs, and will chant and intone and cast needle darts at that creature that had been slightly smacked around. Just normal stuff, nothing fancy with it. So make an attack roll here. 13 on the die for a 25 will be a hit, it looks like. All right.
That's a hit.
Roll some damage here.
Jesus. Holy shit. Eek.
Wow.
19 piercing damage from the needle darts.
On 5d4. That was 4 4s and a 3, everyone.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
you got one more action left.
And then Sad will point over to Clang with a guidance and say, "Don't worry." Well,
Don't put
Nope.
it on the scorpion.
Didn't mean to put it on the scorpion. Scorpion, you stop rocking it like a hurricane. You stop that.
so we'll point over at Clang and be like,
You got this. You, not the scorpion. Go kill that thing.
that's it for Sad.
All right, Clang.
Let's kill that thing! She will move over and spell strike. So, we do. Oh,
Well, that's a
hit! We're re-rolling just because if that hits, I want to crit. Ow. Darn. So she will stab into this thing first, but as she stabs, it unleashes as well. And we can just roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Not as good as his, but still good damage. Another 14 damage. So just stabbing into this thing, and little bits of the trident just jab into its body. Splattering it onto the floor.
Oh, I thought I changed construct blood to be olive oil colored. Dang it.
Splatter.
I thought, okay.
It could be ketchup because they were like cooking constructs.
Yeah. So in Monk's blood splats, I thought I changed the construct tag to be olive oil colored. Oh well.
Well, I sure hope we don't have to fight the condiment man. Or maybe it would be nice to kill him.
All right, here we go. Well, this one gets to go. At least one of my mechanical scorpion waiters gets to go.
2 of them do. 2 of them go before I go. It's
That's true.
fine. You're fine.
One will take a stride.
Now, I don't like that.
A step.
That's
not a
very
stride.
rude.
It will target Jiwao and will
Oh boy.
attempt to claw at the goblin sorceress and completely whiff with a natural 2.
Whew.
And we'll try once more. And critically miss with another natural 2. Hey, everybody. This is Jason, the GM for the 25 North podcast. I am living the 2 crew life right now. And that is its turn.
Oh, sure. The other one that's right near me goes.
Yep, the other one that's closest to you gets to go. And this one will stride. And will second action take a claw strike. And hey, this one is this one is a crit hit.
Oh no. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay, that will be 24 damage with that claw strike. Now, grabbed has changed in the remaster. So these used to have improved grab, but this has changed now. So what is that? How does that work in the remaster?
it takes an action.
To roll in athletics.
They have to make an athletics check, but not at map.
Okay.
Which means I'm probably going to be grabbed.
Okay.
Probably going to be restrained.
Hey!
A
Hey!
grapple
She's into it.
check.
Hey!
But not at map. All right. Well, that is a success.
But not a crit success.
But
That's good.
Not a crit success. And the large pincers can grab a creature one size larger than itself. Okay. And then will take its final action to...
Doesn't have any more unless it has 4.
Oh, right. This doesn't have... This, yeah, improved grab. That would have been free. This doesn't have it anymore. Okay. Gotcha. Perfect. Next turn. If it survives. G-Wow, you're up.
Alright. Let's see. I'm going to first try an escape check. Because I would like to not be grabbed. That would be...
Okay, this escape would have been against its athletics DC.
Yes, I think so.
That is a success.
Woohoo, I'm not grabbed.
You are no longer grabbed.
Which means I don't have to make a flat check to do the next thing I'm gonna do. Which is... I don't like you getting all handsy with me. Let's place that right there. And I need reflex saves from the 2 that are attacking me.
Big boom.
Big boom.
Wow, a 2 and a 1.
Oh, snap.
Kaboom!
All right, well, the crit failure is the one that grabbed you, so it'll take double damage. And the
Jesus.
failure will just take regular damage.
And that was 27 points of regular damage from a fireball that just exploded in their faces.
All right. And, okay, perfect. Okay. This one will step up. The 4th and final one, well, I guess 3rd technically because the other one's dead, will step up to Sad. And this one will attempt to claw at Sad. And will hit for 13 damage on Sad.
Ow.
And will attempt to grab you. And that failed. So we go to Gherkin.
Yeah. Gherkin sees G-Wow, the embodiment of I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball. And thinks, she is fine.
Yeah, that was like a barely didn't hit myself.
Yes. Yeah, folks at home, the room we're in is what, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, a 35-foot diameter
Circle.
G-Wow cast a 20-foot radius burst.
Just
Right.
really missed both
Right.
myself and Sad.
Right on the edge of the circle.
It was impressive. Gherkin will stride on over to flank the scorpion that just struck Sad, and he's gonna go for an old flurry. And
Oh, that's a crit hit.
love to see it. And the second is a regular hit.
Okay.
As I had said previously, I roll well always.
26 on the crit.
26 on the crit, and we're gonna do better foundrying and tag.
Forceful.
I don't even see how to add it. Oh, forceful second attack. Come on, right there. Foundry, VTT. 26 on the crit, and oops, I
You're
must
not-
have.
Yeah, don't crit the second
I
attack.
didn't mean to. I'll re-roll that. As I said, I am very good at games. 26 on the crit and 13 on the hit for 39 points of damage. Rar. And
Oh, no, not sad.
I didn't think I had him targeted. That's funny.
No,
Gherkin, pummeling me with your mighty fist. Ow.
the Scorpion took 39 points of damage.
Much better. And then we'll just try and grab the Scorpion. It's going to go great at map -8. Yeah. Nah.
Ooh. Almost.
Surprisingly good roll.
Almost.
I wonder if that has all of my stuff on it. It probably does.
Strength, expert, and weapon potency. Yeah.
I thought I had a different thing. Maybe it's because... no, but I'm thinking about jumping. Never mind. Boop. Yeah, that will do it for Gherkin.
All right. Sad bird.
Okay. Let's see here. Sad is going to wave his staff around in the air a little bit and cast Rousing Splash on GWOW.
There you go. A bit of water to dampen the heat that you've just laid upon people.
And then Sad will...
Oh,
Should just be the 6, I believe.
why did it do it twice?
Might have
don't
been
know.
heightened, maybe? I didn't cast it heightened, though.
All
Interesting.
right. So 6 temporary hit points.
And then Sad will move away from this area.
Probably
Sad.
smart.
Sad will advance proudly and greatly away from the danger. And then that will be it for Sad.
Clang. All right. 2 strides. And
Thank you very much. I did not see that. So Clang is going to move twice over to flank the one that is very, very well baked from the fireball and try to just stab it under a fork, maybe take a couple chomps out before it eats GWOW. So
all right. And that's a hit and a stab for 9 damage. All right. Still up. All right. This one will attempt to target GWOW. And well, okay, let's see if I can actually not roll a 2 this time. Strike with the claw for 16 on the die.
Oh, God.
AC 30.
Oh,
That's a
God.
hit, not a crit.
No touching!
9 damage.
I will get my bodyguard!
And got through the rousing splash and into 3 damage. Now we'll attempt to grab.
Leave me alone!
Oh, natural 1.
Oh,
So it will fall prone. And it's going to use its third action to stand up. Awesome. Not so much. All right. Well, the one that's being flanked is just going to target Clang, and doesn't like being stabbed. Will strike with the claw. Will miss. Will strike with the claw. 17 on the die is a hit. But emergency charge, I think that makes it a miss. Because, yeah, that will make it a miss.
Ha-ha!
You immediately raise your shield or cast shield. That is a miss with the emergency charge. All right. And third and final action will attempt another claw and miss. 18. No, miss. Dang it. All right, GWOW.
All right. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. GWOW is going to move back away from both of these. And then she's gonna throw some flaming shots.
Shots.
Which is what she calls burning hands.
Oh, I was gonna see, is that Scorching Ray?
And catch the same two in another area of effect spell.
All right. Let's roll the reflex. A 16 and a 7. All right. A success and a fail. Well, the fail's the one that's badly damaged, so it'll take all of it. Oh, it's still standing, but just barely. And the success will take half. All right. And the one that's currently in cahoots, well, face to face with Gherkin, will attempt to grab him. First with a claw. And a miss. All right, that's another 2 on the die, folks. That's my third one. Another claw. 13 on the die is going to be a miss. Another claw. 6 on the die is going to be a crit miss. All right. Gurk, you're up.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Gherkin will make a... Thank you. Will make a flurry right back at the scorpion. You dare to try and claw the chief?
Only his wives can do that.
My back can prove it. To hit on the first one, the 26 total. And finally, that feels more like it. I joined the 2 club with a miss on the second one. Let's roll that damage. If only it was a miss by... Am I targeting myself?
No, I'm targeting you.
If only it was a miss by 1, because I do have backswing. I just didn't check it because I'm real good at the Foundry now. Let's see. 12 points of damage. Again, I will attempt to grab this weird waiter scorpion. Aha! More. I feel so at home now. I knew something bad would happen, but my rolls have gone to 2 and a 3. So
that's a crit fail.
But it can't get any worse as far as map is concerned. And I still have that last action. Could I raise a shield? Sure. Is that fun? No.
So you fall prone.
No. And from prone, I fall even more prone while attempting to try and grab it from the ground. Can't be more prone than this. The chief looks foolish on the ground, and he is full of rage. But
trying to pull him down to your level.
Full of rage, but out of actions. That's Gherkin.
All right, Sad.
Sad sees the mighty fall of Gherkin. Coming soon to Netflix, and is horrified, but continues to just shake some more bits of metal out, and again will shoot needle darts at the scorpion that is menacing Clang. Clang is menacing the scorpion, who knows? And
15 on the die's a hit. Wouldn't have mattered if it had lesser cover. And it's dead.
Okay. And then
My punching stick is gone.
and then we'll point to GWOW and say,
A goblin is down sometimes, but never out. Go! Cast fireworks and sow destruction.
All right, Clang.
Clang, seeing her snack fall on the ground in front of her, is disappointed. But she's going to run over to where the chief is just being menaced most horribly. And she's going to recharge her spell strike. And then she's going to think about if she wants to help. Yeah, I suppose she'll try to jab it at least once with her fork. And just stabs into it a little bit, twists it, trying to get one of those claws off for a little bit of 11 points of damage.
Nice. Oh. All right. Scorp. Gonna step on up. And this thing doesn't understand flanking. It's just a dumb construct whose sole purpose was to carry food. We'll target GWOW and attempt to claw at GWOW. And miss! Another 2. That's number 4, folks. And third and final action. And that's a 4. All right, GWOW.
All right. Well, Sad commanded me to let off a firework, so I'm gonna let off a firework.
Baby, you're a firework.
oh dear.
10. Oh, nice. Nice. Beautiful.
Kaboom!
And that's a 7 for a failure. Full on damage. All right. Oof.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna move up closer to Sad.
Nice.
Although I didn't actually use the guidance because fireworks a save spell. So by listening to him, I didn't utilize the thing that he gave me.
All right. Mr. Mechanical Scorpion's going to look at his prey that has sand falling upon him. Will attempt to grab him with a claw. That's a hit.
Because the off guard.
Because you are prone. 4. Just 9 damage. And will attempt to grab you? Maybe? Oh, that's a miss. I can't do the thing. Oh well.
Flee, you fool.
And will final claw. And that's another hit because of the off guard.
Neat.
For
The consequences of my actions.
11 damage. You took 20 damage for being prone.
Neat.
All right, Girk.
Oh, the indignity of it all. Gherkin stands up out of the sand and is gonna just try and end this thing with a flurry of gorilla slams.
Oh, hold
Oh,
on. That would have hit because you stood up, right?
Yep. Oh, I didn't take off the presume.
Yep. So you would have gotten a +2. So that would have hit.
Yay.
So
Even
you can
on the
actually-
2 club.
Yep. That's a hit.
Awesome. Second swing from the flurry. Another 2 in a row.
That's a miss.
So we'll roll damage on the first one.
Oh, big hit.
Yeah, 16 on 2d8 plus 4.
And it's
We're-
down.
Yeah,
You got one more action.
I do. Gherkin is going to battle medicine himself.
All right, I'll let you do that while Sad gets to go.
All right, let's see here. I believe Sad is going to see GWOW is slightly bleeding, but has other fish to fry, or other scorpions to fry. Looks over, and as a free action, just pats GWOW. Don't worry, after combat, we'll take care of that. Seal up the new ones, the new holes that you have. Needle dots, go!
Well, that's a crit.
Okay.
All right. On
Good.
top of this damage, he's going to take 3 bleed every turn.
There we go, more 4s. Okay.
So that's double damage. And how do you kill the final mechanical scorpion waiter?
I think that because I have been watching a fair amount of anime, you see these bits and bobs of metal swirl up into a jackal head that comes and bites down on this scorpion and pierces it in multiple places before it falls dead.
Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well, that is our first combat, folks. So while the GWOW's getting patched up, I'm not even going to have you roll for perception because Clang and Gherkin can clearly see that there is a metal door just to the south, but it looks like the mechanism for which that opens the door has long since been broken and rusted shut. So this appears to be sort of a situation where you need to force yourself open. Or force it open. And I have that check right here.
You got this, Chief.
Chief, the crowbar helps. I have one.
Without a crowbar, the chief rolled a 27 total.
Oh, yeah. I put the thing in there, and that's
too quick.
That's a success.
Yeah.
That's a success, so. There you go. You can open it up.
Chief Gurk doesn't need no stinking crowbar. Clang?
Sometimes it is nice to make sure things get open quickly. Also, sometimes it is scary when you're holding a crowbar when you see people.
I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like every holiday party I've ever been to. You walk in, there's just crowbars everywhere.
What holiday parties are you going to, Sad?
Oh, never mind. Should we go in through the door? Yes, we should. Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, you find yourself at a hallway that's just basically a T. It goes forward 10 feet. Yeah, it looks exactly like a Tetris piece. You're right. Yeah, I forget what this one's called, but the T Tetris piece with the stubby T. I'm going to call it the stubby T.
The old stubby T.
Upside down stubby T. And you have 3 doors. Oh, well, 4 doors if you include the one you came through. 4 obvious exits: north, south, east, and west.
Well, it looks like Chief Gurk is going to the west door. So I guess we should go to the west.
at the same time.
I don't think that is a great plan, but what do I know with a -1 wisdom?
I mean, prudence would say only open one door at a time, but...
Oh, you know Prudence too?
I mean, prudence is lovely.
She's a cranky old witch, and she will not let me in her hut anymore.
Well, in all fairness, I have seen your propensity for fireworks and violence, so to each their own, I suppose? I don't know who wouldn't enjoy those things. Anyway, we're going for the door here?
Gherkin is so over this new Sad and how intelligent he sounds. He just like puts his hands over his ears and it's like, big words, why?
Next thing you know, he's gonna talk about reading.
Yeah. Oh, quick, open the door. I guess he'll listen to it just for a moment.
Yeah. So if you listen to it, you get the Yeah, you don't hear a whole lot behind the door.
Well, it's quieter in there than it is out here, and he'll open it.
So this appears to be some sort of refrigeration room, though it's long since been disabled. You see 2 large metal control panels that appear to have different kind of shaped buttons that stand on the large side, at the far side of the room.
I thought these were cheeses.
One of the buttons appears to be blinking red, and the other one appears dark. And there's a large transport belt on the ceiling that doesn't...
Jiwao immediately presses the blinking red button.
Okay.
And Sad smartly ran back to the door.
The button doesn't do anything.
Press
See,
it harder.
nothing to worry about, Sad. And Jiwao
I was
presses
not
it
worried.
6
I was
more times.
advancing backwards.
Are there any others that twist or turn or push?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Clang will try to push everything on the board.
Yeah. None of them seem to do anything.
Disappointing. Is there some way we can fix it? She'll start to
Yeah.
probably get out a repair kit. Like,
Well, here, I put a perception check in the chat.
This is not what Clang is good at.
Well, it's certainly what
Oh,
Gherkin is
it's
good at.
not what Jiwao is good at either.
It is certainly what Gherkin is good at. Because Gherkin, like I mentioned, you see 2 control panels. One of them has a blinking red light, and the other control panel's dark.
Yep.
You can see that the one that's dark has a disconnected power line behind it.
Oh.
And one of you could probably squeeze your way back there and try to reconnect it.
Clang. I see the problem. The power... The zappy cord is not in the...
Oh, so I can
Oh.
reach with my fork and plug it in?
Absolutely. That's smart. You don't have to get back there yourself.
How does one
Clang
see
will
this?
see if she can get it in the fork and then plug it into the wall.
Yes, plug it in, plug it in.
All right. Well, the cord is live, so just go ahead and give me this reflex save.
I think you roll with disadvantage if you're using a fork.
Oh,
Oh dear.
2 club!
it wasn't a critical fail. So we're gonna zap.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Big zap.
Well, that was... Is it plugged in, though?
Yeah, let me see here. You know what? Actually, how about you go ahead and... Wasn't expecting a fork, but...
Nobody ever expects the fork.
No, not at all. But how about you make me a secret acrobatics check to see how dexterous you are with that fork. Yeah, let's see if you manage to get it in there before you get zapped. Yeah, manage to get it in before the zap. Oh yeah. Okay, you do you take the zap, but you manage to plug the cable in, and you realize that all of a sudden that console that you're standing at is no longer dark, and it's powered right back up. And that conveyor belt above you that has like who knows, like millennia or centuries old plates that have been since caked with dust and sand, starts moving again.
Oh, it worked! It worked! See? Fork is very good. Pats her fork.
Good work.
You're twitching, Clang.
Okay. Hold on. I have been told I must speak more goblin. Ahem. Clang, get zapped. Patch you now. Yes.
Scar's pretty.
Yep. Scars and stuff. Bugs and whatnot.
Does the flashing red button do anything now if we press it?
You want to press it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can press it.
Does it? I press it.
It does something, but you're not sure what it does.
Okay. It's probably good.
Okay. All right.
Couldn't possibly be bad.
Nope.
The chief has
Let's
pushed
go see
the button.
if this is making food somewhere.
I was hoping it was cheese.
I would like some cheese.
Preferably the moldy kind.
Oh, yes.
Stinky cheese.
Listening at this door before opening it in his chiefly wisdom.
Nothing at this door.
Flings it open.
All right. This, you see, also contains machinery, but now that the transport belt has been repaired, you do see that the transport belt also runs along the top of, or near the ceiling of this room as well. However, the whatever stacked the plates here, the mechanism that grabbed the plates and stacked them, and so removed and put them on this transport belt, no longer seems to be working. The machine here doesn't seem to be operating at all.
Is there a cord for Clang to plug in?
No.
Does it look like we could fix it?
Yeah, so give me whoever wants to can give me a secret crafting check. Or if you have like engineering lore or some kind of lore that can be used for
Music lore?
this. No.
Clearly, lore herbalism will apply to this.
Well, Clang has got this. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so you recognize the fact that what appears to have gone on here are several of the cogs have since been broken and are in dire need of repair. So you need to find some new cogs and replace them here.
Let me look through my pockets to see if I have anything that would be useful for this. Have marbles. Marbles work as cogs? Maybe not the best cogs. Might need to find other things. Were there any cogs that looked like I could scavenge them from things in the other room?
The scorpions, maybe? You said they were made of like gears and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the not the ones from the scorpions. Those would be too small.
So assuming the cogs from my clockwork monkey are also too small?
Yeah.
Good, I don't want to lose my clockwork monkey.
But potentially the other room? Like, we thought one was working, one was sort of working?
I think they're both working now because you plugged one in.
Yes, they're both working now. So not in the other room, but potentially further along.
Maybe in this room here that we haven't gone to yet.
And
Gherkin, get over here.
And GWOW will get the hero point for this hour. For that beautiful, beautiful fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room was.
Doesn't matter. It was beautifully placed. All right. And you're opening up this door. You're checking it, or okay, there it is. Gherkin, you don't hear anything in this door.
Okay. Let's find cogs. Then
Caution to the wind.
Pickles soon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hallway. Very long hallway with lots of doors.
Yeah, so
So many doors.
so the flickering crystal lights here illuminate just the main corridor. Sand covers the floor and is slowly trickling through the large crack in the ceiling, which you recognize because you see you see a wooden bridge up above you. And yeah, so there's various small holes in the ceiling through which the sand appears to be falling down. Now, like you mentioned, there are plenty of doors down this main corridor. And hold on here. Let me go ahead and... Well, you know what? I'm just going to have everybody roll me secret perception checks. Because I don't have the let me roll that for you module. I should probably install that.
You don't have Monk's token bar?
No, I don't. I need to install that as well.
That's what I use, so.
All right. And all right, GWOW. You notice they're not that difficult to see, but you notice that occasionally throughout the hallway are some secret doors that I will. Oh, rare. Can't I show them? I thought I could show them.
To the best of my knowledge, you have to go onto the walls layer and double-click the secret door segment and change the secret door to a regular door.
All right. Well, I'm not going to do that. So there's some secret doors, and I already opened this one, but so there's two across from one another up there. There's one right here and another one right here.
And there are lots of secret doors too.
You don't
there are 10 doors in this hallway now.
And you don't have to open the secret doors if you don't want to. Because when you now that you've pointed them out, you can see that the secret doors, the locations where you've pointed them out, it looks like once you wipe it away, the sand and the centuries of sand and dust, the doors themselves are decorated with the relief. It's been eroded away from the centuries, but a relief of what looks like some kind of golem of sorts.
What a relief.
Each one of them has that same image.
I say we leave the golem doors alone because they may have golems on the other side.
What if they don't have traps? Because that's where the golems go.
But golems, not like goblins, maybe.
Golems are like little hobbit things, right? That rings.
And fish.
Very true, both. Hold on, wait.
Well, let's open
Goblin.
a door. Come on.
Yes, Goblin. Open door. Let's open one of the doors. Just one.
Okay.
Just one of the doors with the faces.
Oh, too late. Open this door.
Dang.
Gherkin opened a door.
Well,
All right.
And it's paused.
Yeah, so
That's worrying.
let me get through this one real quick. You see a large metal table here that is standing in the middle of the room, that although the room itself is big, it feels cramped because you see a bunch of accoutrements and broken parts and pots and pans and all sorts of items that one would need to repair the machinery and utensils and stuff in the kitchen. The only thing, however, in here that looks the least bit finished is, and I'm gonna drag Gherkin into the room just so you can see. Oh, right here. Is a massive golem at the south side that appears locked in place by something that looks like a giant like scorpion pincer that is holding it in place. However, this golem doesn't look like anything you've seen before. It looks like it's made from rock, but like almost like gems, like but not really. And then on top of that, there's also two almost half finished, but still fully functional mechanical scorpion waders in the top corner as well. And we can go ahead and grab everybody. And let's put everybody into the initiative tracker. And let's roll, shall we?
That's more like it. Gherkin with a 3 on the dice.
And yet, you're still going ahead of 2 out of 3 of Jason's creatures.
That's true. That's very true. And Sad, you get to act first.
Oh boy. As the healer, I love going first. What do I do here? Actually, I think I am going to hold my turn until after our fearless chief, Gherkin, here.
After the Gurk. Okay. And we're going to go to Clang, who goes next.
Don't want everything getting stuck in a hall. Can you please unpause the game?
Oh, yeah. Let me remove the guidance immunity. It's been more than an hour.
So Clang will move in, but not really wanting to interact with everything herself. Is just going to cast a little spell that she can't usually cast because it doesn't work with her other things. And we are going to Fireball.
Ooh. Big boom.
No.
Oh, GWOW can't see what's happening, but she hears it and claps.
Well, a natural 20 and a success. So no damage and half damage.
Disappointing.
All right. Did you roll damage? Oh, you did. Up above. Okay, let me take that half. Gotcha. All right. This one is going to stride on forward. And attempt to pincer old Clangy. Snaps. All right, that's a hit. And get you for 10. And final action, attempt that grab. And that's a success on the button. Oof.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Got you grabbed. Alright, GWOW, you're up.
GWOW's gonna move over here.
So right behind Gherkin. And
She still can't see anything, so she's gonna continue her movement.
Yep.
Now she can see things.
Yep, you can.
Well, I think that was a good idea. Clang, let me show you mine.
Nice.
Big boom.
Big boom. Hey, 2 fails. Both of them full damage.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
yours
20.
is very big.
Wow.
Good damage.
27 points of damage.
good lord. Okay. Big boom. All right.
2 6s, a 5, a 3, and 2 2s.
All right. Chief Gherky.
Gherkin, wanting to inspire his companions, will stride into the room shouting a goblin song.
Oh.
Gherkin, mighty goblin leader, smashing every little bleeder, slice the dogs and chop the horse. Gherkin, kill without remorse.
Take your hero point.
Forgot about that.
Huzzah. He will then drop into Gorilla Stance and unleash a flurry of Gorilla Slammage. Hopefully. Yeah.
Oh, crit on the first one.
Crit on the first. And
Oh, natural 20 on the second.
oh, he apparently inspired himself.
No kidding.
So crit damage and then forceful crit damage on the second.
30 plus
Ooh, much worse.
20.
Still
We're going to combine those.
for 50
For
damage
50,
from the
Jesus.
mighty chief.
Crunch.
Wait, that not Clang. Not Clang.
Oh no.
I had Clang targeted. Sorry, my bad.
Curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal.
All right, that is a dead mechanical scorpion waiter. No, I can remove him. He didn't even get a chance to move. It's because he was overly critical. That was the adjective that was given to him. All right, Sad.
Okay, Sad's gonna move into the room. Oh my. That is a big bot over there. And Sad's going to, from his staff, cast various shadow tendrils that are going to look a lot like a grasping hand and cast Void Warp on the other scorpion construct that is in front of Clang.
Okie dokie. And we got a fortitude save. That's a 3. That's not gonna do it. That's a failure.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be in... Oh, no, that's only on a critical. Okay.
It takes no damage.
Oh,
Dislike.
that wasn't supposed to happen, but... here we
Well,
are.
Targets
I
one
mean-
living creature.
Yeah, I didn't read that part. Well, I'm a goblin. I can't read. It's canon.
Fair.
All right. Well, this golem is this strange-looking, sort of rockish, crystalline kind, whatever. You don't know. Spends one action to break away from those bonds, and will spend another action to start striding on up to Chiefy Gurk. Can't quite make it. Does he have reach? He does not. Will spend its third action to stride right there, right face to face with the Gurk. And that's it. Clang!
Clang will recharge her spell strike and just try to stab this thing.
Okay. 12 on the die is a hit.
Alright. So, we'll do this.
How close was I to catching you in the fireball? Because I can't see you.
Oh, I was exactly one square out, because you put it exactly where I put my fireball, too.
Oh, good.
And
then with this one, inspired by the amount of flame we have everywhere, going to just heat up that fork a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
I feel
Okay.
like the fork got sufficiently heated when you used it to plug
It
in
got
a cord.
cold. We took a bit.
It's kind of twisted and blackened now
Oof.
as well.
Big hit. Big hit. All right. Well, the scorpion still has you grabbed. So until the end of its turn, it's still got you. So you know what? I think it will keep on clawing at you. Oh, 18 on the die, but that's not a crit. That's not a crit. Okay. 4, 9. One more time. That's a miss. And I think it will attempt to maintain the grab for its third action. And with success. All right, G-Wow.
G-Wow is going to move further into the room. Aha! There's Clang! Which spell?
This Scorpion and Clang are at each other, but I think each other's throats, but I think the Scorpion has the way worse end of the deal.
Yeah. Let's see. I am going to... I think I am just going to shoot some needle darts at the one that is attacking Gurk.
Alrighty. That's a hit. Alright. It takes some of that damage. Alright, Gurk, you're up.
Oh, seeing that this sassy golem in front of it did not take all of that damage.
Oh, you can see the name?
Only just now when it took damage.
Oh, nice.
Gherkin will cast Key Strike on himself. And...
Oh, now you know what it is.
I mean, I'm not looking. I just saw the sassy and I liked it. And he is going to select Force because he always does. And then a flurry of blaze. Oh, 2 club. Hero
2 crew.
Hero point on that one.
That is the 7th of the game?
Ugh. I mean, I hit, but I was thinking
Yeah.
couldn't roll a whole lot better. And with the second slam, should have hit
Hey,
back.
natural 20.
Oh,
Yes.
Natural 20.
Love to see it. And that's the forceful one, so we'll get sweet, forceful, critical damage.
Yeah, you will.
So here comes a hit with the first 22 damage thanks to Key Strike. 6 of that. It's full 6 on the force. No, it's a D8, man. No, it's a D6. I'm good. Keep it all in. And then forceful critical comes out to 34.
And I'm going to merge those. 56 in total.
16 of which is force. Yum yum.
Oh,
And
big Huge, massive hit.
And the chief is going to take that third action to just try and smash him again. Foolishly in that one. The
With a
hubris
natural one.
is significant.
Going from a natural 20 to a natural 1.
Yeah.
As it
That is the Pathfinder story, ladies and gentlemen.
Huzzah.
And non-binary friends. All right, Sad, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. Clang is looking a little haggard with the burnt and blackened fork from playing with electricity. So we're going to use... we'll use a rousing splash because I want to keep other things for later. So splash with some water. That'll help with the electricity burns. It'll be fine. And then we'll point to Clang and give some guidance saying,
The Mother of Change says kill that thing. And, do it changefully. Yes.
and that'll be it for Sad.
All right, my golem gets to go. It didn't like what just happened to it.
Which thing, though? Because 2 things hit it, so clearly it must like mine less and would leave Gherkin alone. Have to move.
I think the giant, massive critical hit that just took out more than half its life. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, that's its problem for not having more life.
Yeah, probably. But it was made this way. Let's go ahead and try to pummel Gherkin right back. Hit for 13 on the first hit. And a hit on the second one on the button for 14. And... oh, that's a miss on the... oh, there was a 20. Come on. That's a miss. All right, Clang, you're up. Is Clang on mute again?
She will try to spell strike this one more time with some more fire. Want to keep up that delightful fire for destroying things. That should hit.
That's a big hit.
So we will get start there, and then we need our spell. So again, lighting it, trying to just stab through the thing.
And it's dead.
And manages it. And she will recharge her spell strike over here instead of over there where she can get hit.
Makes sense. All right, G-Wow, you're up.
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show me what you're worth. Kaboom!
Okay.
Just barely missing all 3 of my allies, including myself.
Was there any changes to Golem anti-magic?
Golems are going away?
That's right.
So the changes that they've shown for how creatures like golems will work is they get a bonus to their saves. So looking at the Brass Bastion is a good...
Okay. Brass Bastion.
Yeah. So...
okay.
let's see. Resistance to spells 15, except for the one that would trigger their weakness, is essentially what it boils down to.
Okay.
So, may not actually do much, but...
so, okay. All right. Yeah.
Come on, crit fail! Come on, crit fail!
Oh, yeah. Let's see. That's a success. Half damage.
Takes nothing.
Nothing.
And with that, Jiwo looks at it confusedly. It was supposed to burn! And then she will use her final action to cast from her archetype that she hasn't really cast from yet, other than a couple of cantrips. And she starts singing Firework,
Ooh.
giving everybody Courageous Anthem, formerly known as Inspire Courage,
Very cool.
because she took the Bard dedication.
Nice.
All right, Gurks, you're up.
Gurk no longer benefiting from Key Strike, but feeling very inspired by GWOW. It's like, maybe I am a firework. And he'll slam out at this golem with an at 20.
Oh my goodness.
And, and another regular hit.
Because of the Courageous Anthem.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Ooh. 34 on the crit.
Okay. And
some forceful damage on the hit. Much lower. 12 though. 46.
we'll
before
merge
any of its
those.
Resistance. Is it still up?
Oh, wait. That's you. That's you. And it is no longer up. This thing goes down and it shatters into a bunch of small, delicious pieces.
Mm.
And that is the end.
You say?
Delicious.
Well, we're scrambling on the floor for those.
Yeah.
Because, well, Clang, make a quick crafting check. Because, this was a construct. Oh, yeah, this is a rock candy golem.
Candy, it's sugar.
Nice.
And,
Fistfuls into...
We found treasure.
then on top of that, you would be able to... Okay, that would have been... Yeah, so you can actually ask 2 questions from the recall knowledge.
Oh, roll that.
Oh no. Are you hurting me?
No,
Sad.
no, I'm not. I'm re-rolling it. You stop that. It's fine.
Don't put rock candy in my wounds.
No, it's fine. The candy goes in the wound.
Rock candy golem. How are they made?
Oh, okay. I need to come up with some lore for my new creature.
Oh no, it doesn't have lore.
Yeah, I don't have lore for my rock candy golem. The goblin god of cuisine needed to come up with some kind of sous chef. He had originally had some ideas to mechanize some cooks, but realized that wouldn't quite work. So he decided to fabricate using some arcane magics. Decided to fabricate a sous chef out of rock candy, but quickly realized that didn't quite work either when these constructs ended up being mindless. So instead, he decided to use them as kind of like gophers. So that's kind of where they are.
Very nice. I suppose, does it have any special attacks?
Special attacks? It just has a fist attack and a sticky slam. Basically, it has a slam attack upon which he can also grab. So, that's it.
Okay.
I will tell you that I'm not going to tell you it's anti-magic weakness, but I will tell you that it is vulnerable to the shatter spell. Meaning that it will take quadruple damage.
Everybody should
Anything else
be
of
healed.
note in this room?
In this room? Let me pull it up real quick. Yes. Upon the table that has all the machine parts and broken parts for the mechanical waiters, as well as other mechanical type parts and parts to fix up different, like the ovens and KitchenAids, or not KitchenAids, that's a proper name. So cooking aids. Yeah, cooking aids, we'll go with that. You also find some cogs that could easily fit in the previous room that you were looking for.
Good, we found the cogs in the first room.
Yeah, you did.
Good. Let's take these and
Excellent.
go repair.
Yes.
All right.
Chief Gherkin, you
Poppers.
should be
I
all
heard of
ready
poppers.
to go. Should be all ready to go. All that lovely healing that I did there a minute ago should be fine.
Thank
But
you.
wait. Yep. Patch holes good.
All right, let me give you the crafting check to fix that. It would be right. Yeah. Oh, you smashed it.
No, she's trying to fix it.
You
Well, you have to smash things to get them in place.
yeah. So you
Bang,
get
bang, bang.
you managed to get this mechanism back up and running as well. So the construction that grabs the dirty dishes and puts the clean dishes back on in this continuous loop is completely repaired. And given our amount of time, that's where we're going to end it for this session. And we will reconvene. We have about a half of one level and then one more entire level to do, and then that will be it for this goblin adventure. But before we go, let's do a quick round table and see where. Well, Jeff, let's have you plug your show, buddy.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I am Jeff from Pod Against the Machine, a Pathfinder First Edition podcast running through the Iron Gods adventure path. And yeah, if you like the idea of a little sci-fi in your fantasy, yeah, we are a bunch of awkward internet strangers that like to roll dice together. So love to have y'all check us out.
And anybody else want to plug anything?
Well, you can find me on one of the 25 North family shows, Dubious Knowledge, where we are currently working our way through the current core 20 gods of Galarian, or of the Inner Sea region, not of Galarian, going through their lore and their stories and how they interact with the Pathfinder world.
Yeah, I think we have 6 of the main 20 left.
Yeah, we're running out of them.
Yeah, well, technically we'll have to do, what's her face? The one that's replacing.
Erasni.
Yeah, we have to do Erasni as well. Well, we just recorded Gorham, so yeah, it's still 6. So. And then afterwards, we're going to do a couple of special, I guess not really minor, but like other side gods that aren't part of the core 20 as a thank you to our guests. So we'll find some other special ones that some of our guests wants to do. I think they've been mentioned. So, and you can find Ellie as the voice of the Hurricane Queen, Tessa Fairwind, and you can find Eek as the voice of Davy Jones.
Completely fine, not being punished by Besmara at all for any reason. Completely fine. Also, a quick
You've let me
shout
down
out.
too many times, Davey.
A quick shout out to the STF network as well. I believe they're doing their finale of the APA today, actually. So,
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
Fantastic show if nobody has gotten a chance to get around to it yet. Of course, after listening to Pod Against the Machine and 25 North and catching up on the delightful content that they provide.
And if you've listened to Dubious Knowledge, Heath has been on like half the shows, so it's been more than plugged. So yeah, you could check out our friends at STF as well, and everybody else who's joined us. Yeah, but anything else before we go? All right. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back soon with the next part of this Goblin mini series, and if you are able to, please check us out and tell a friend, tell a family member. Word of mouth is the way we stay alive when we for us content creators. This is really our lifeline. So if you can, share this show with a friend and leave us a review. Leave us some stars on whatever platform you listen to. And if you feel so inclined, you can check out our Patreon. We have 2 levels. Both are pay what you want. And you have rewards on both of those. Hero points that you can submit or early access to our shows. So, yep, that's it. See ya.
Excellent. Have a good one, y'all.
Bye.